What is going on, guys? It's PointBlank, and sorry about that little jump over there. That was accidental. But yes, today on Specialty Sunday, I'm bringing you a game of Starcraft 2. And let me introduce our players real quick. Spawning down here in the bottom right is our hero, PointBlank, the Protoss. And over here is the villain, Alexander, also a Protoss. And since I'm assuming most of you guys don't know much about Starcraft 2, a little intro about the races is... the Protoss race is pretty much the high-tech kind of guys, the really high-tech, big, laser-shooty, War of the Worlds kind of guys. And these pylons, this thing that I'm building here, and that might be a little loud, I'm going to try to either talk over it. I mean, I tried to turn down the volume already, but I don't know how low is too low, and so on and so forth. But yes, this pylon right here, these are what gives you these things called food, which you can see up here. And basically that allows you to have more space to build more units. All these units cost food. Probes cost... one food to make. You see that little one down there, and their units usually take at least two. Most of them take a lot more. And yeah, I'm building this down here, and if we look up here at this guy, he has already built a couple of them too, and we see he's red and I'm blue. That's the way it always is on ladder. And then this is the kind of slow part in the game. I'm going to go ahead and move this up to double speed. And if you see down here, he's building a pylon, and the reason I chose this game is because this is actually a really kind of funny game. So basically, there's my probe chasing around his probe. These probes are like the workers, they collect the minerals in the game. And there you see me getting the gas guys. Their gas is used to make like the more advanced units per se. Like most of them take gas and minerals, and these are the minerals these guys are collecting. There is, I believe, 8 mineral patches. And see there, I built down a gateway. But you see what this guy's going to do is he's sending his probe over here because they're the ones who also build the units. And he's basically going to build a pylon here, which is the energy field, and every Protoss unit, or not unit, every Protoss building has to be built inside this power field that a pylon creates. You see this little like ring around here. And that's basically what he's doing right here, so he can build these cannons. And that's got to be too loud. Hold on, guys, let me turn that down. Just a memento here. Master volume down to 9. Yeah, so let's keep going. I forgot to start a timer here, so if there's any kind of skip at any point, that is entirely my fault. But yeah, back to the game now. He's building these 3 cannons right here with the intent of not letting me get any of my units. See, this is my first unit. This is a Zealot. He is a melee attacker. He can only attack ground units, and he is the Protoss's only mineral non-gas using guy. And you see, basically what he's doing with these is none of my guys can really move out this way, or else they'll just get annihilated by these things. These things are really tough. They're primarily used for defense. What this guy's doing is called cheesing, which basically he's doing a strategy that plans on him winning early by doing this kind of cheap tactic against me, but if it fails, which I won't let you know if it does or not yet, it will entirely... That's still too loud, guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn down like a specific thing here. I'm looking... Why does it have reverb on? I don't know if it's supposed to be. Oh well. Let me go ahead and just scoot this on down to 5. That's gotta be good, right? It probably already was, and it's just sounding loud to me. But yeah, basically, he makes all these. The idea is to kill me off like this and just get me so annoyed I have to leave. And see, the thing is, I kind of figured he was doing this because I think back a while ago I saw him coming down. And, oh, by the way, you can't necessarily see everything that's going on, so that's his view. But like, for me, I only know that so many of these are up so far, and I don't even know where his base is at yet. Right here's where it is, if we go like the everyone can. Should have shown that earlier. But yeah. So basically, I start building my own cannons just so in case he tries to push with the units up here. Because in the meantime, this is a Stargate. This is what builds all of your air units. And this is a robotics facility. This is what builds these warp prisms that you can use to drop units in other places. And observers, which you can use to see in other places. And there's also immortals and colossi, which are big attacking units. And here's my little force so far. These stalkers are pretty much the base of the Protoss army. Yeah, we see this guy continue to build pylons to build cannons around, because the cannons have to be in these power fields as well. But we see him building that, and here I am. I'm starting to get out my units here. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up some more. This is a Void Ray. This is Protoss's, I guess what you call its main air attack unit. It can attack air and ground. It is very powerful, and it is... Oh, that observer got taken out by these cannons. Those observers are originally cloaked, but these cannons have this detector status, which means that they can see them. And wow, I'm only doing 30 frames per second right now. Oh, and guys, I would pull up like the little name tab for any of you guys that watch a lot of this. Look how much I'm beating him right now. It's because he's making all these cannons. But my logo's gonna have to cover that up. See, I'm making these void rays because I know that I can't push out here because he's got all these cannons. So what I'm doing is I'm being clever, and I'm building a bunch of these air units, and basically I'm going to fly around the cannons and go attack his base. See, I don't know if I know this. This is a proxy base. It's just like another kind of cheap tactic. I don't know what's here yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that back up. Double speed. Here's what the game's normally played at, like this kind of speed right here. You see the stuff kind of moving around and stuff, but go to double speed. It actually says faster when you're playing. I guess that's just, they do have a slower speed for like really inexperienced players, which I'm not pro by no means. And here I get up through it, and this is the warp prism. This is what you can use to pick up units. In fact, I send it over here, and he picks up a stalker and a few zealots. Nope, 2 stalkers and 2 zealots. I accidentally put him in that thing, which you can use to warp in units on him, but that's not what I meant to do there. And I should still be producing void rays. I'm kind of missing here. I've got the money to. I am blue, right? Yeah, I'm blue. I do have the money to make more, but that's just kind of a slip from where I'm a new player. And there I'm going ahead and building another one. And you do have to constantly keep making these pylons in order to keep having the food to make more units. Or it's called food or supply, but I mean, it's what you gotta have to make more units. And here I am moving out. Because I think I did scout it with that warp prism over there. And now I see him, and I'm just going to go here, drop these units, and pretty much tear this base apart right now. And as you can see, he's, not got a whole lot of money, and he's devoted, like, all of it to all these cannons. Which, if I tried to move out with a ground army, I would absolutely get demolished and be put in a bad place. I didn't even know he had those gateways there whenever I was playing. But, yeah, that's what replays can teach you. And look, I barely scoot by these guys without getting attacked. That almost was close to me failing at trying to be clever. And you see here's my attack moving up, and this game's went at double speed. Let's go ahead and slow it down. There's an attack going to go on here. And this is me basically counterattacking to him, and where he built those forges to, or those cannons to attack me, he basically had no money left to build any kind of army whatsoever. He doesn't even have any gateways, which is like the warp-in army units for the most part. And see, I just absolutely destroy this base of his. Oh, a quick thing, I can't believe I didn't mention this yet. Oh, look at that, that's epic. But yeah, basically you want to grab additional bases, at least 1 more, usually 2 more, which his would be up here, and then mine would be like there, where he's already built a bunch of cannons, and either up there or down here. But yeah, I just destroyed that one of his, and that one of his, so he was on 3 bases, but the 2 were kind of either late or what's called proxied, which is basically putting them way over towards me so they can get units out quicker and all that. But yeah, basically at this point, I just get to run around these void rays, which are actually pretty beast. I really like using these, even though I don't get to use them in many games, because ground armies usually end up being more important. I'm kind of letting these guys sit and wait. I think it's because I'm building up stuff back here, yeah. This fleet beacon allows me to warp in carriers, and if I was smart, a mothership, which I don't have the gas for right now, but the motherships are pretty epic. I haven't actually used one in a game yet, but they are pretty cool. And the assault's about to start. I'm building a carrier, but yep, right there he leaves. He decided he had enough. And, well, he loses. That's just what happens. I actually got through that without a cut. That's because I was running on double speed most of the time. But yeah, see, he leaves because he realized I'm attacking his last base, and he blew all of his money on making these cannons, which ended up not killing anything because I was clever and I decided to attack from a different way. Like I said, if I'd built more of these gateways and built a whole lot more of like these guys, and then I tried to move out, he would have absolutely demolished me with all these cannons because they are very hard to destroy. So you've got 150 shield, 150 health. That's pretty much like having 300 health compared to any of these guys is like 80, so that'd be 160. But yeah, he quits the game. I watched the void rays destroy stuff for a little bit longer, and then the game's going to be over. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more regular Starcraft games, like where we're actually building up big armies and attacking each other, let me know. And it ended there. I'll go ahead and just get back to some random part, but to keep talking. But yeah, if you guys want to see any more of this, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. I mean, I'm not that good. I'm not any pro gamer, so I'll absolutely fail in a lot of games and stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to see this, leave a comment telling me why. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a rating. And look at that, just going so fast. And yeah, if you want to see more StarCraft, like I said, oh, X8's like really killing the frames for a second. Let me slow that down a little bit. But yeah, like if you guys wanted to see more of it, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's PointBlank, and I'm out.